Hello and welcome to my Dixie Belle Paint makeover. Today is all about Terra Clay Paint. This beautiful dresser is structurally sound but just needs an update. There's a lot of chipping varnish and we need to get rid of that shine. I removed the drawers and the lining and cleaned the entire piece with Terra Clean. Since this dresser has such a shiny varnish, I'm going to prepare my piece with Slick Stick. Slick Stick is my gripping primer for any surface that is slick and shiny. I applied 2 even coats of Slick Stick to my project. I then need to wait 24 hours before paint. You can apply Slick Stick with a brush or a foam roller. For this project, I'll be adding Would You Bend moldings. Would You Bend moldings are available on the Dixie Belle Paint page under Tools. Would You Bend moldings are super easy to apply. All you need to do is heat up the back with a heat gun, apply your wood glue, and adhere it to your piece. Don't forget to heat it one more time once it's flat on your piece to ensure it's adhered properly. When Would You Bend moldings arrive to you, they're rigid and hard. When you heat them up, they become bendable and pliable. This allows you to use Would You Bend moldings in many ways. You can bend them around corners, legs, or any part of your dresser or piece you're working on. It's recommended to use wood glue when applying your Would You Bend moldings. For this project, I added them to the top 2 corners of the top drawer as well as a middle embellishment. I then added Would You Bend keyholes down the front of the piece. You can paint over your Would You Bend moldings as soon as they're adhered to your piece. I like to tape mine up and wait for my glue to dry to ensure that they are stuck firmly. After waiting approximately 2 hours, I applied my second coat of Slick Stick. You do need to remember to wait 24 hours before you paint on top of your dry Slick Stick. So what's the plan for this cute little dresser? Today's plan is all about Terra Paint. Terra Paint is a wonderful paint for layering and building texture. Terra Paint is available in 18 vibrant colors. To begin this project, I needed to add some texture to my piece. I used chalk mineral paint, and added sea spray. This creates a paint with a texture. I applied this paint along with the blue in order to build the texture for the base layer. Make sure to use a natural bristle brush when you're applying your paint. You can also use a spatula or any wooden tools, sponge, or your fingers. I built up that first layer, going heavy on the corners or where I wanted the paint to be able to be pulled back to see this color underneath. After my base coat was thoroughly dry, I came in with my lighter colors. These are the colors that you will predominantly see on my project. I'm going to spray them with water and mist them to build different layers and textures on the piece. This is where my plan comes into action. Using a metal spatula, I started to scrape back the lighter version of the top coat. Those 2 or 3 lighter colors that I put over top of the darker colors are scraped back to reveal the colors underneath. I chose to use a metal spatula for this job so that I could be very violent with my scraping pattern. I wanted to look heavily distressed. You can use a plastic spatula, but you might not be able to scrape back to the bare wood. After a heavy scrape back of that top coat, this is what you're left with. Peaks of the original wood underneath, that beautiful blue, and the textured chocolate chalk mineral paint. I came in and added some of that chocolate sprayed with water in order to create some beautiful drippy rust patina on the piece. Since Terra Clay Paint is reactivated by water, you can add as many layers as you like to reveal the colors underneath. I repeated this process on the entire dresser, even flicking paint on the edges to make it look more truly authentic. When you see me using a heat gun in this video, it's to speed up the drying process. Since so much of this paint can be reactivated by water, I want to keep the colors true, so making sure that they are dry before I come in and apply the second layer is important in this process. I used Terra Seal to seal the entire dresser before I added gilding wax for those special touches. Since gilding wax is an oil-based product, you can apply it last to enhance your aged effect. I hope that you enjoyed the process of how I created this beautiful textured Terra Clay Paint dresser. The final step in this process was to stage this beautiful piece with a coastal vibe. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe for weekly videos.